Okay, so I had an interview for a social media position and it did not go well. I was talking way too much, I was going off topic, and I was using way too many filler words. I kid you not, I think I used the phrase like 20 times. So the purpose of this video is for you to have an understanding of what not to do on a job interview and for you to know what type of question to expect for a social media interview. If you have any tips or advice for interviews, make sure to leave a comment. And if you find this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. So here's the interview.
Dinner time. How are you today?
Hi Mario, I'm doing well. Yourself?
Good, not bad, not bad. Well, thanks for agreeing to be on this call and everything else. I just wanted to kind of give you the rundown of a couple things. So basically, we started interviews for this position early this week. We're going through screening this week, and we'll let you know by tomorrow if we want to proceed. So basically, let's kind of start with thanks for sending over that information last night.
You're welcome.
A little bit of time to just kind of go through things. But I want to start with you. Give me a little rundown of your impression. The things kind of you find about us, what you're excited about, and why you applied.
When I saw your service, what you were providing, I saw that you had a clear idea of which were the people that y'all were targeting, and those people are people that are working probably 9 to 5, and they don't have time to cook. So your service, you're sending them, you're making it easier for them to eat something that is delicious and healthy. So I can totally relate to that, and that sounds like something that I would like to consume. I see myself as a customer. So that's one of the first things that I look into a company when I'm trying to work for a company. I have to I have to believe that what the company is doing is actually helping someone else and making their life easier. So that was my first impression about the company. And then I went on to your website and I saw that within like 5 minutes, I already knew the prices of the food, how to order, what to expect. I knew that the meals were around $9 to $13. I also knew that the serving portions were one, two, or 4 people for one, two, or 3 or 4 people. And I also it was like a really I like the website. I like how the website was set up. I also went on to go to your social media account. I went to your Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and I really like the content. I like the pictures that y'all were posting and the videos, and I can tell that you're taking your time to make the service and the product look good for customers. And I also like how you're engaging your customer. You are doing it in a friendly way, because when people are in social media, they're hanging out with their friends, they're having fun. It's like they're in a party, right? And we don't want to interrupt the party by saying, "Oh, buy now." So I saw a few posts that I really like. One was what I'm trying to say is I like how you're interacting with people and you're trying to engage them. And that's one of the reasons why I applied to the company and the position, because I feel that I fit for the position, and I have experience. I understand the language of social media, and
Uh-huh.
I own a blog. It's called entrepreneurshipisfreedom.com, and I also have an Instagram for that blog. And that's how I got started into social media. So I'm very detail oriented and I can create content. I can also build a community of people that are interested in the product, in the company, and these people will engage with our content. They will comment. It's not about having followers. It's about having followers that are interested in the product and in your company. Another thing that I saw on your Facebook page was one person was comment that he was going on a cruise and he wanted to skip one of the weeks of the meals, and I saw that y'all responded right away, and y'all let him know that he could email the company and they were gonna put on hold the order. So I really like that because I come from a sales background too, and I know how important customer service really is, and that's what I'm all about. Also providing good customer service skills. And overall, that's what got me interested in the company and applying for the position.
Okay, no, that sounds great. So walk me through a little bit of kind of your background. You mentioned your website. What type of marketing experience do you have? Social media and all that stuff. What are your strengths? What are things that you're trying to work on yourself?
Well, some of my strength is that I know how social media works, and I feel like that's one of my biggest strengths because I have an idea of what's the purpose of social media. And the purpose of social media is that social media is a popularity contest. It's about who's getting more likes and who has a bigger following. And in social media, you either have two goals. You want to build brand awareness or you want more sales. For the company, what I can do is I can bring a following, and I can bring a following of people that are from New York, local people, and I know how to find those people, and I can get your Instagram account from like you're like 100 followers right now. Well, the content that you're providing by now, y'all should be at least like 4,000 followers, and I think I can do that within 4 months. I can get your social media account to 4,000 followers, and I can do that in a way that we're gonna have engaging people and people that are eventually become customers. I feel that my strategy will be at first, I try to provide value. I try to provide suggestion and get a conversation started so people can know about us that we are a cool site that is providing valuable content, and like that people like us, and then they're gonna see like we're providing something that they find useful, and then eventually they're gonna become our clients. So um, that's something that I'll do. In addition to that, um, I also try to reach out to other local business. Let's say someone that is selling fruits, for example, and after we have a following of like 10,000 followers, probably they can post our content, and we can post their content, and that way their following could start following us because it's related, but it's not like we're competitors. So that's some of the
Right.
strategies that I'll use in order to increase the social following of.
Okay, so we go back to as far as getting 4,000 followers and whatnot. How would you go about that? Can you walk me through it?
Well, basically, what I'll do is I noticed that you're posting pictures on Instagram, but you're not using a lot of hashtags, and you're providing your service in New York and different zip code. So the way that I'll do is I'll post a picture, and I'll put hashtags related to New York, Manhattan, the Bronx, because people are looking for those hashtags, and we're gonna appear on those hashtags, and people are gonna be aware of our service, and every time they go into that hashtag, they're gonna see us there, and those people are within our reach. Because what's the point of you getting followers from, let's say, California, if we don't offer our service there? Like that campaign, it wouldn't work. So that's how I'll do it. And in addition to that, another strategy that I'll use is I'll follow like a local business related to our industry again, and I'll start following those people and liking those pictures that they're posting and commenting. So that way they and being genuine about it, and then that's how those are the type of followers that I want. And the way to get a lot of followers on Instagram is you need to look for the people you need to look for the people that want to find you, and that's what I'll do.
Okay. We operate in about 20 different cities. So how would you specialize or hashtag, you know, on a certain picture? It would be great if we were just in New York, but we're not. So we can't really specify. We need to cast a wider net. So how would you go about getting more followers that way?
Oh, okay. In general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say well, something that I'll post, for example, it'll be your niche is about people that work hard, people that are trying to eat healthy, and people that don't have time to cook because it takes a lot of time. So that's something that, and we have that in every city.
What would be the picture? What would be the heading? That stuff.
Let's say a picture of a person that just came home from work and he's looking at the kitchen and like he's looking overwhelmed, and the caption would be, you already stressed enough at work, why also stress with cooking? Let us help you with that so you can relax, or so that you can, or so that you can um, invest your times in the thing that you like the most, watch TV or something like that. I'll post something like that. Another post that I'll post is, for example, if I'm trying to be funny, I'll post something like a group of girls, let's say, eating, and one of the girls say, "Oh, oh my God, this is such a delicious food," and I'll caption it, "Do you want to impress your friends with a delicious home cooked meal? Order from dinner time today. We won't tell you order from us." Something like that, so people can laugh about it, and providing something that is funny, that is related to our business and might have the opportunity to go viral, so that way we can build brand awareness.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see what else. Walk me through a little bit of your past experience. What type of things do you think that you need to improve on?
Well, let's start with past experience. So I already told you I have experience with social media. Some of the tools that I use in social media, we can use Google Analytics. That way we can track our website and we can see how much time our customers are spending on our site, where they're coming from. We can also use Google Google AdWord. That way we can see which particular keywords are working and bringing customers to our site. We can also use Google Key Planner to see what's trending right now, and we can probably do a social media campaign based on that. In addition to that, I also have experience in video editing. I have basic experience in video editing, and in addition to that, I also know how to use the platform, the website Hootsuite. That's a really useful tool in social media because you can have multiple screens, so that way you can manage your social media better. And I feel like some of the things in which I want to improve is creating valuable content and creating a content that feels more like inbound marketing. Like it's not like we're interrupting what they're doing in social media. I want to create something that feels natural, like we're adding on into that. I want to improve on that. And another thing in which I want to improve is um I want to improve more in digital marketing in general,
Mhm.
because that's what I see myself within 5 years, being a digital marketer, not only being in charge of social media, but also email. I really want to improve in email. like creating an e-newsletter. I want to improve in that because I don't have a lot of experience on that. That's something that I really want to improve, and I think that dinner time will be a good opportunity for me to improve on that.
Okay. Um, okay, that sounds great. What other media handles do you think we should be having and incorporate within our marketing strategy?
I feel like you should have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like you should have a YouTube channels because people in YouTube they'll have we can provide a lot of value through YouTube, and people like to see how things works like behind the scene. So of every activity that we have, we can have like a YouTube video there so they can see how we work, and people like to learn how things work and all that. So we can have YouTube videos targeting like bodybuilders and people that want to eat clean. So I feel like YouTube, and you guys are in LinkedIn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's good. And I also saw that you're in Snapchat. So I feel like for now, Pinterest too. I feel like Pinterest will be a great social media for you guys because the pictures, the quality is really good. The quality of the pictures is really good, and I feel that's where your customer are hanging out in Pinterest right now and in Instagram too. But you already have Instagram. But I feel like your your t- your your customer are also hanging out on Pinterest because there they can see the pictures, and the pictures are really good. So far, what is the thing that you like the most about the company and the service in general?
Yeah, if anything, it's kind of where the company is at right now. It's more kind of the growth. The every day is pretty different. We're planning for next year right now. Our volumes are increasing. We're trying to really help to scale the company at this point. So I mean, just to answer the question, the most interesting thing is like every day is very different. So no week's the same, but every week we need to do X, Y, and Z. We need to take care of what we have to take care of, but it's an ever changing, landscape every week. So there's different problems that arise. There's different things we have to take care of, and at the end of the day, we just need to make sure that we are, prepping our food properly, packaging it, and sending it on time. That's really it. That's really the most important part.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting. Another question that I have is, walk me through a date, and what will be a day like in this position that I'm applying for? What will be the first thing that
Yeah.
I'll do in the morning?
Yeah, so just a couple things on that position. So this is more of I would say, a part-time position, I would say, depending on your schedule. With this part-time work, what we'll need is, someone to really come in here and, take over kind of the social media handles, start putting together some marketing campaigns, coming up with ways of really kind of getting our name out there. One thing that I'm also doing is trying to connect with bloggers, trying to get them to review our meal kit, trying them to really put some postings, some things on social media. So all that stuff is happening right now. I have a list of about 80 different contacts that I've reached out to, some of which have come back to us, and some of which are actually going to be doing reviews for us. So I guess you'll also be in charge of really researching more bloggers, different types of bloggers, not just kind of the foodies or the work-at-home moms. We're trying to explore more like people who are single, who are, dating websites, because we're the only company that does single portions. So things like that, also to really connect and be kind of the voice of dinner time, I would say. If any of these publications want to write about us, I'm talking more on the regional scale than anything else. And eventually the goal next year is to, do something on a national publication scale. like a big name like Huffington Post or something, to write about us. So those are kind of the goals. Every week is going to be slightly different, but you'll need to kind of maintain a lot of the social media we currently have, and then kind of go from there.
Yes, that sounds great. Yeah. Another question that I have is there anything else that you want me to clarify? Is anything else that you feel that would prevent me from performing my best at this role?
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just kind of going through your information here. No, actually, one more thing I would say is I'd like to get a little bit of a follow-up email from you. What I want you to do is really kind of outline some of the things that you kind of mentioned, how we would improve. So if you were to really critique our social media and all that stuff, and be specific as possible, just come up with a marketing campaign, if you will, to really describe, how you would kind of, improve our social media, what other type of marketing we should experiment with, and kind of, explain to me how do you think we should kind of go about getting more presence and more followers.
Yes, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, if you can put it down, don't spend too much time on it. I just kind of want to see initially what you're thinking and what your thought process is and everything else, and kind of go from there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a great week.
Okay.
It was a pleasure talking to
All right.
you and knowing more about the company.
All right, Abraham. Thank you very much.